What's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got Machine Gamer here with me. Oh, sorry, no, I've got Zorons here with me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Machine Gamer 728. You'll see.
HyperX Quadcast X. There we go. Now it's working. Oh wow, that's so loud.
Yeah.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I meant to go to the final live stream.
It's fine.
I hate Mondays. Stanley, can I like replay the cutscene?
I don't know.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh,
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Yes.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Oh my god.
Here it comes.
Chat.
So yeah, that's the ending for if you just close the door. Let me in!
Yeah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find it. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I've seen this ending before.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
It's completely white.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then.
Okay. End is never the end, is never the end.
All of it? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. Beep. 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay.
437.
437. Where is it?
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I'm so glad you don't have to do the exact amount. Wait, what did he say? 415. I'm so glad I have
Yeah.
delay.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yay! They need to make a
437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think we're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I think you have to like crouch up.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now, the copy machine, do that one again!
We've almost, bro, mate, we've almost got it. Go click on the copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
you didn't even. You were just clicking random stuff.
Everywhere. What we get? Who's playing solitaire? Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I'm gonna wait till he says something. I love going the closet just right over that. The person at this computer has died. Please.
Oh, that's so good.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Well, it was the
Perhaps
other
he
way.
wanted
by
to
the way.
stop by the employee lounge first.
You can
just
get,
to
you
admire
can,
it.
you can loop back. You can loop back around though from this part.
All of his code.
What could it mean? Then I decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he simply missed a memo. Oh yeah, you should just hang around in this room.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Number 1 dad.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, Here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Look at this painting.
Look at this photograph.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Coffee nut. Flashers by one spoon.
Yes.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
10th annual recommendation, annual
The fifth
internal
annual
revenue.
subcommittee meeting of internal revenue analysis for committee of the Royal Revenue Dissensions Club. No girls.
Discussions club.
Committee was the following: all unnatural references be revised exclusively to. Oh my god, it's like so I'm so waxed. Wait, wanted right now? Dude, I'm so wasted right now. Number three. The following members approve of this statement. Is that it? Is there nothing else?
I guess not. Dude, I'm so wasted right now.
Oh wait.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
To go
and took
back.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
So yeah, if you want to go back to the broom closet part,
Kill yourself.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
You gotta be in it. You can't do it.
Yeah, literally won't let me press it. Where's the broom closet?
It's ahead. This is just where the left door is. To get back.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Pranking force meeting. What to do about 432. Don't tell 432 about the meeting. Office party on Saturday.
8-bird.
Wait,
Financial panic meeting.
where?
We're broke Wednesday. Boss is inspecting. 3-bird meeting. Get Chris out of the broom closet.
Number.
Charts and slides.
Rate of increase in graph. Please note. Let's have fun with it. Do what helps. Controls. Standardized goal values. I wanted to see what that first one was. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Violet James, you are fired. Money. More money. Things to buy. Things, but with money to buy more things? Graphs. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. Tips to not get fired. Talk. Let's don't get fired!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Tender and
There was nothing here, No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
It's a very nice room. I would say that this would be texture and whatnot,
Yeah.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As
Look,
it
that's
is,
a pretty
he's
cool
literally
wrench.
just standing there doing sweet FA.
shouldn't it be FN? What's FA?
Oh.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Look how cool this tape is.
There's like a radiation symbol on that, like,
Yeah,
copper
that's what I said.
wire.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Oh, wait, okay, we'll try to edit this so that...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say,
Oh,
did you get
did
the
you
broom
get the
closet
broom
ending?
closet ending?
The broom
The
closet
broom
ending
closet
was
ending
my
was my
favorite.
favorite.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
It's too fast.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
You're dead.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
You do have to step back out and then back in.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to the staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money eat crisp. I can't click on the sub.
Very sad.
I don't remember this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated
Stanley
this.
B. hopped
What
in
dark
disbelief.
secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So it doesn't open up this right here?
No.
What if I don't?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility.
Well, I mean, obviously go here first, then escape.
Oh, oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes. Oh, wait. Okay.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome!
Forgot you
see,
could do that
back
in this
when the
version.
Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Out. Okay.
You made it to the bottom of the mic.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Because the speedrun doesn't let you speedrun.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I wonder if it's like if the speedrun has to wait, because otherwise it'll be anti-speedrun.
I think
The
after you
lights
do that
rose on
once,
an
it'll stop
enormous
playing the
room packed
noise
with
music.
television screens.
What?
What horrible
after you do
secret
it
did
once,
this
it'll stop
place
doing
hold?
that.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find
Because there's an
out?
achievement for speedrunning the game as well.
Can't even fall off.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What number am I?
427. There you go.
Right there. Yeah, that's my office.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
very
job?
true.
That his emotions had been
Oh,
manipulated to
probably turn it
accept
up on
it
OBS
blindly?
then.
Yeah.
He was happy with his boring job?
true.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it?
Wait, it's gonna play on the stream.
No. He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Bruh.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, hey, 4's up there. How do I? It doesn't. I think I gotta turn it on. What the hell? What the hell is that? It's just concrete?
I don't know. It looks like some like LED strip.
Awaiting
setup.
input. Self-destruct.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Zam. Main ending?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
It's a wave emoji, not clapping.
I know it's Ray. He said he was gonna leave because it was boring.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Oh,
How had he
shit.
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange
Has he
building
been
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Oh shit.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life
Oh,
he lives,
shit.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Through the open, ominous.
Stanley felt the cool
Cube.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay. Okay, now we do everything he says not to do. The end is
Complete
never
the
the end.
Stanley Parable.
Okay, well, other than, you know. Oh.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Huh? Okay.
1,327 cardboard boxes.
I don't know what that is, but it's time to do everything he says not to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Nope.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Coffee. Mr. Coffee Coop.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Freedom!
I realize that investing your trust in someone, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you're very powerful.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are incredibly powerful.
All of his
Oh!
co-workers were gone.
Oh my god!
Stanley decided to
Actually
go to
did
the
the
meeting
cardboard
room.
boxes, I
Perhaps
didn't
he had
even
simply
know.
missed a memo.
That is a, That's a lot of boxes. Ooh.
I think we have enough boxes.
Maybe. Is there any in like in here?
They're all over the place.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
more.
first,
Oh, yeah, there's
just to
some
admire
boxes.
it.
To admire it.
The lounge
Boxes.
was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse. Penalty of jumping.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Danger,
others?
danger
Are you
everywhere.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Right.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed
Wow.
developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
This is
Was
actually
it worth
really cool.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Z
I
fighting.
don't think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
like
What would have made this game better? What did you
pixelated
want
stuff.
to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Oh, yeah, that'd be fucking
Work with me.
awesome.
You've given me absolutely nothing so
Skill
far.
trees.
Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Oh my
this
God.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Ceiling light.
Take it for a spin.
Wait, really? See it. Office space. Ceiling light.
Wall.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
It's
Would you
alright.
say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helps you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. Ouch. You better get going.
Did you just soft lock the game somehow?
I think so.
What happened?
I don't know. That's cool. Oh, my boxes!
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
That ending goes on for so much longer, too.
Ugh.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I want to get
Perhaps he wanted to
Minecraft.
stop by the employee lounge first, just
That's
to
only
admire it.
that's only in the original.
Standing
Sonic
now
Code.
in
It's
this
replaced with,
incredible
like, Rocket
room,
League or
Stanley
something.
but eager to get
What?
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, yeah, they don't really have the rights to use it anymore.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
That's
the wrong
stupid.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Didn't open.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
What
I
am
haven't
I-
even finished building this section of the map.
What am I
because
supposed
you
to
were never
do when
supposed
I
to be
get
here
the,
in the first place. Broken
leaderboard?
rooms, exposed developer
I don't know, I
textures.
thought
Is
you
this
just
what
go
you'd
through that
wanted?
door.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Wall.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were. Okay, I'm going to stop you
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna go grab.
Now, tell me about your
Oh my
experience
God.
with this
I'm
new
gonna go grab
version.
food.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Really? Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing so far.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Am I supposed to go through this?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last
Would
time.
you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel
Oh, that
motivated
played at the
to
very
keep walking
beginning.
in
Something
one more?
caused that to
Again,
trigger last
honest
time.
answers, please.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Is it?
In
Yeah,
this
that's what I
game,
thought.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Why?
So why don't you
You
give
actually
it 4
get an
hours
ending
of
if you
play
do that,
to
by the
make
way.
sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, never mind.
You heartless bastard.
Oh well.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha!
Oh my God!
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Forest Watch.
What is our motivation?
Fire Watch.
Well, it seems
game is so
obvious
cool.
to me that you are meant to play as a creepy
know if I
man,
ever
spying on innocent civilians
watched or
below you
played it.
from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must
Yeah,
be.
volunteers will
What
look
a
out.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
It still plays the Minecraft door sound.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so annoying, because this used to be Minecraft.
Yeah, I think, and then after that it was Portal.
That's so cool. Oh. Cranberry sauce.
Ah, I was eating leftovers.
Mmm.
I think every American eats Thanksgiving and then the next day they eat
Oh
leftovers.
no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh, what?
Thank goodness, Stanley. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay,
Can I
I'm
get
going to
through
get us
here?
out of here. Let's find another game.
Yeah.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Please let me score. There's supposed to be little...
Okay, so what exactly do we
boost
do
pads here.
Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
What?
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oops.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley,
He's right. What's happening?
Is this sports ball? Yes, we shall rock the bridge.
What are you doing? What opened?
On my chair.
Bruh. Huh? Is this just a dead end?
Yeah, there's a way to end the ending though. I forgot how.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna ride the thing now.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Chat, what
doors,
is
this
it
was
mean
not
by
the
this?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
What is he saying?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so up, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
room
first
so up.
open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Six.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If...
Lol.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yo, what's
This
up,
is a
brother?
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Wait.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The yellow line?
Oh yeah, you'll get to that.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, now what? I've not done it like a billion times. Time to do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? Okay.
Oh yeah, this is the speed
When
run.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh wait, I did it.
Perhaps he
wrong.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Just
it.
admire it.
The lounge
It
was
doesn't really
grand,
matter.
majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business.
There's-
Stanley
Yeah,
took the
that's
first
better
open
for
door on
speed
his
running the
left,
game if you get that hallway.
and so he
A wall.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
opposite door, and got back on track.
I haven't gone this way either.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no.
Go!
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Bruh.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sorting papers.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
No.
Oh. Wait.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense,
Bruh.
we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, you don't even need keyboard for this. You can just hold right click.
When Stanley...
What?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game and completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh my god.
Let's find the story.
Oh, wait, they all connect. Now this is 100% non-Euclidean.
Oh yeah. Just you wait.
Bruh.
I'll say it. This is the worst.
No, no, no,
I've ever
no,
done.
this is
I
great!
promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No!
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
No, it's not.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
No.
Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Perhaps he had simply
Aha!
missed him.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What
Now
the?
this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh. This is the
All
yellow
right,
line.
yellow
I've got
line.
a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's how you get in there.
Bruh.
Can't play solitaire. Sad.
SMH.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
F
Onward,
question mark
Stanley,
8.
to destiny.
Literally.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh! Oh my god. Straight. Wait. What? Ah! Oh my god.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. But Stanley, did you study it carefully enough?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line.
No.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a
What?
bell?
No.
No.
Oh, this is where it started from. Peak.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
Pirate.
through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're people, right?
I say
Why
forget the
can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Bruh.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
I like how
I'd
you
also
is
like to veto
trademarked.
the line from having any role
Really?
in our awesome new story.
Yeah.
No lines on
You,
names.
TM.
Just don't acknowledge it. and we shall be fine.
It.
Trademark.
Like busted through the ceiling. Oh my god, what? Okay then.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Bruh.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion.
Find the
ending.
line again.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all
Restart
one
the game.
giant
There's no longer
ending?
an office, simply blank
And we're
space.
supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now,
Find a
according to the
bookstore.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
Same place.
thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
No.
I
Okay,
suppose
there
in
it
some
is.
way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Narrator forgets.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the
Unable to
journey.
go
Though
anywhere,
they're always
find the
saying that
line.
life is about the journey
Attempt to
and
make
not
up a
the
story.
destination.
There's no
So I
office.
hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do you know what happens?
Wait, when what?
When Stanley came to a set of
Is this
two open
normal?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, it's normal right now.
Oh. What do you mean
I don't
right
know why
now?
music's playing.
Yet there was not a single
That was the
person
end of
here
that ending.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going this way. What? That's insane. Business strategy. Wait, is there two different ways to go? I guess so. Oh my god. Is this from this game? Stanley.
I don't know. It might be. Why is there a glowing piece of paper on the ground?
I don't know. What? Seriously, I just... Oh my god, it just rumbles. That's so stupid.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Cool surprise? This is like the last thing I have
Stanley
to do.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
How was I
As the
not
machine
dead from
whirred
that?
into motion and Stanley was inched closer
All
and
the
closer
images
to his
disabled.
demise, it reflected that his life had been
Sometimes.
of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
It was a narrator.
What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What the hell is this?
The doorway, isn't it?
I guess so. Oh.
That's weird.
Check Discord. Oh my god. W-Riz.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley entered the dawn as
Stanley.
Filing cabinets.
You have the copy machine.
the office.
First one's a bit goofy.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's where one of the awaiting inputs is.
Oh my god, you have to go all the way over here.
I think so, yeah. I don't remember where the next one is. Maybe it's on the boss's computer?
Yeah. The maintenance room. Fun! Was that money? Yeah, it's money. In development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting as the action game would become more sentient and wage war against the narrator. After starting to build it, that it was far too jokey and off the nose for the tone of the game, plus some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters.
Shooters.
Alien base, awesome. That's too bad. Narrator emails. Bruh. This is from John Narrator.
I thought those were images for a second.
Evolution of Stanley's office. No, it's got parallax. So you added... rip the second computer. And they added a box. Huh. Guess it got a lot more polished. The boss's office. Development of the boss's office, yeah.
Stanley pushed the big red button. Nothing there? Shoot. Well, try the other one then. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. Sure, but of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next...
What the heck?
Havent writing.
No. Just no. So wait, am I just stuck here? Where do I go?
I don't know, there's a way out. I forgot where it is, though.
It's the door on his left.
Don't understand.
Bro literally says what? This is the only way I haven't gone. With the cargo lift, that got changed.
Yeah.
Option 1. Through maintenance, one option. Vent!
Vent.
Ultimately, it was the simplest version that won out. Interesting. Why are you so mundane now? Still sick.
Huh?
What was that? You see there was a button there.
Wait, no, I wasn't watching.
Yeah, look.
What? Is that new bike, bro? That's the new bike color scheme.
The game is now paused. What the heck? Yeah, over there. There's a button that keeps popping up. Oh. The Stanley Parable. It's like if I look at it, yeah, you see, and then it goes away. I gotta walk towards it backwards. What? I don't get it. Oh, here we go. Exit. Huh. Oh my god, wait.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see?
The game just closes.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
It's the narrator.
Listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Do I actually have to do that?
I don't know if that does anything. I don't remember.
So like, IDK, what to say now? To be honest,
You're just. Why are you trying to
As you
start?
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop
I'm
now and
trying to play
your
the
only
freaking Stanley
true
Parable,
choice.
bro.
Literally.
Do choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Okay. Is that?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, I don't want to skip.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This
There's
is
no
what
way.
employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Yeah.
And although
Oh, wait,
others
you can
might have
finally see it
considered
again.
soul-rending,
See why?
Stanley relished every
the
moment
intro
that the
cutscene.
orders came in, as though he had been
Yeah, I
made
know.
exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
You're on your
He
own.
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I think he already left the stream.
I'm wanting to see what are the analytics. If like anyone's watched 7